What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. This is my friend Nick.
Nick Palladino, what's up, guys?
What's up? What's up? So, you guys have probably seen him. I filmed a vlog. Actually, I think I uploaded it maybe like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But it was my first visit to LA when I came to meet you.
Yep.
Right?
That was like a month ago.
A month ago. You've been part of Learn, Plan, Profit for how long?
I would say it's coming up on a month, like
Okay.
3.5 weeks. So probably just a month. I would say 4 weeks.
And the reason that we're making this video is obviously, like, you know, I've been trading for a while, right?
Yeah.
And I think something that our community, TechBud Solutions and Learn, Plan, Profit, resonates very well with is hearing like the struggles. Like as I've been able to, I mean, I've worked with you not only with like Learn, Plan, Profit,
Yeah.
but I've have done some one-on-one assistance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what is it that well, the whole thing that we want to focus on in this video is giving, like, you know, the pros and the cons about, like, you know, this past month as you've been, you know, because you've been investing in the stock market. You've been at least like aware of it for how long?
Aware of it. Yeah, I've been 3 years, but I was doing like small investments, didn't really know what I was doing, just kind of just throwing money in here and there. I got lucky a lot of the times, but since I signed up with your course, I'm actually starting to understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, everything like that.
Yeah,
which
and
is freaking amazing.
For those that aren't aware of, like, maybe who you are, like, you know, if you want to explain to them, like, what is it that you do?
Yeah. So my name's Nick. I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm 24 years old. I am a personal trainer. I run an online training business, which is custom meal plans, workout plans. I do private training sessions in the LA area, and then I model full-time as well, which is actually the reason why I moved to LA in the first place from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much the rundown of me.
I like it. Who's the first company that you, or the first big company that you modeled for?
Nike, because the
How-
headquarters are in Beaverton. That's where I'm from.
How annoying is that, right? Like, the first modeling agency that he does is Nike. So that's
Nike.
super cool. Nick's by far the nicest guy that I've like. The reason that I don't do like a lot of one-on-one training is because, like, I don't really know who I'm you know, really getting myself into. And
Yeah.
honestly, like, when I saw your profile and that you joined Learn, Plan, Profit, I was like, you know, super pumped and super cool. But then I was just like, he's a model. He's probably gonna be a complete like dingleberry, right? By far the nicest guy. And the thing that I've like liked most about working with you on a closer basis is when I hear back from you and you say that the thing that's the most rewarding is you actually understanding,
knowing what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I've said this multiple times, right? Like, you can 100%, like, you can learn how to invest, just like myself, right? Just from YouTube videos and stuff like that. But, like, I want you to be honest with, like, this past month as you've been actively and aggressively, right? Or more aggressively than the past few years,
100%,
pursuing, learning how to invest in the stock market. What is it that you have found to be the most helpful? So if you were to summarize it to 3 things, regardless if it's part of the course or what you've learned online altogether, like, because you're green, right?
Yeah.
You said you showed me your Excel sheet that you were up, I think,
$600 since I started with you, which is a month. And I really, like, this week was the first real week where I actually got up at 6 a.m. every single day and actively traded. So this week I think 300 in total green. And like he was saying, it feels so good to actually know why I'm up, what I was doing, looking back on my trades and actually being like, that was a really smart decision. So that's like the most exciting part for me, not necessarily the amount of money I made. It's just knowing what I'm doing and having the confidence, way more confidence than before I started your course.
I like that. And if you were to summarize, what's it called? Oh, I was like, wait, are we not streaming? We are, right? Yeah, there we go. So if you were to summarize what you've learned, or like, I want you to be honest with, like, the hardest part of, like, since you've started, what has been the most difficult part for you?
The most difficult part, I would say I actually discovered this week, is still second guessing myself before making the trades, which can cause me to miss my, like, overall plan for the trade. So sometimes I'm a little too hesitant, and that's been the biggest struggle.
For, like, one thing that you traded.
Like, for example, I traded IQ successfully, but the plan that I had, I could have got in quite a bit. Like, for a specific example, I got in at 32.44. The thing I was looking at, I could have gotten in at 32.20 was my original plan, but I waited a little bit too long, which is fine. Like you were saying, it's better to be safe. But yeah, second guessing myself and still not having, like, 100% confidence in what I'm doing, but it is growing every single day. I've been waking up this week. I've had more and more confidence in what I've been doing in my trades.
And I think that's based on like the talks that I've had with you. You're actually a lot more structured. I honestly think it comes down to like your profession. You're very professional, and I think that's something that a lot of people lack, like myself. You're saying that you struggle with sometimes following your plan exactly, but you actually do a much better job for someone that is just getting. I have to be completely honest, because when I first started, and even now sometimes, I have a plan, but I either get really pumped up and really emotional about it, right? And there's majority of the time get in way too early, and I'm famous for also getting out way too early, right? But for what you're saying is one of the biggest or one of the areas of opportunity that you've identified is just being a little bit more confident with yourself, which I think a lot of people can relate.
Exactly. I think that just takes time. Like, I think that's just going to take a little bit more time as I'm progressing each and every week. So that's what I'm, like, super stoked about, is just getting more and more confident, less and less of a guessing game, more and more of, like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly.
It looks like it's a little laggy on my part. Let's see. I'm going to...
You want me to hop off my Wi-Fi?
Do you think it's that?
I don't think so. My Wi-Fi's pretty decent. At least I like to think so.
Sorry about the delay, guys. Give me one quick second. Yeah, I'm going to hop off of it. I don't think I have the Wi-Fi here. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of messages right now, the stream being very laggy. I do apologize, so it doesn't like for me. Okay, it looks like... Okay, but the sound is fine. Okay, so we'll continue going on. So you talked about, like, your confidence level. What is something that, like... but altogether that you're still like struggling with? Because that's a very like minute struggle. So like as you're preparing for this upcoming week, right? What is it that you like?
Okay, I got it. Narrowing down stocks, I would say as well. Narrowing it down to a more specific like couple of stocks that I want to keep an eye on. Still, like my watch list and everything is broad, and it takes away from like the specific stocks that could really have potential, because I'm so distracted by the amount I have. So
becoming a little bit more micro focused.
Exactly, right? More.
What
focused.
Is it that you think that like Learn, Plan, Profit or TechBud Solutions can do better? Because in the course, right? Have you completed the entire thing?
Yep.
Okay, so in the course we cover like your watch list and creating 3 sections, right?
Yep, I have
the general watch list, pending reversal, and active watch list, right? And sometimes myself, even though I have those 3 separate watch lists, it is sometimes when you even have 5 stocks that you're looking at for the week, it's difficult, right? It's difficult to make sense, to be very micro focused for what you see the most potential in. So what is it that you think would can act as a catalyst for you to do a little bit better?
That's a really good question. I really like the Discord chat, being able to have that, and kind of as it pops, I have the Discord on the corner of my screen, so I can see what everyone's talking about. I can't really say anything better. I mean, I have everything right now. Personally, I really like everything that's been going on with it. I like having like I said, the pop-ups, so like I can look at my trading screen and have the notifications from what people are seeing and everything like that. I think the group that you have going on right now is incredible. Like the community that we have, it's like everyone wants to help each other.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Because I'm really trying to, like, for someone that is just getting started, because I think obviously I think that's where the answer is you're just getting started.
Yeah.
You're learning how to build your watch list and how to build your eye for value, right? Even myself, every single day, I think that's something that we could all say honestly about ourselves. Even if you've been trading for 5 years, even if you've been trading for a month, you're always trying to improve yourself. You're always trying to, you're always making mistakes, which means that there's always areas of opportunity, right?
To improve, exactly.
And I think that is a area, as long as everyone can acknowledge that, is you're doing a very good job always just locking in profits, trying to focus on quality trades, and knowing that you're not 100% confident right now, you're trading like that, right? You're making sure that you lock in profits very quickly. So later on, as you continue to progress, obviously you're going to be that much more confident, which means that maybe then you'll start taking, because if I'm not mistaken, Amazon is still your go-to.
Yeah, Amazon's been my go-to for a while.
So you're becoming, I think you took your first day trade, and it was ticker symbol IQ.
Yep, that was my very first official day trade that I did.
And and you were telling me about it, that it made a lot of sense to you when it came down to, like, it was trading above, the EMA, the middle VWAP. You were able to lock it in at the top VWAP and stuff like that. So all that made sense to you. But now you see, like, we're making this trend. I think you took like a $3,000 to $4,000 position.
Took a $3,000 position because I had all my initial investment in Amazon and I didn't sell it, so I didn't have enough money in my account to do a bigger trade. So that was actually a mistake as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So man, the stream is actually super laggy. It shows good on the OBS. I don't know if it's like what it is, but hopefully when it re-uploads, it could be a little bit better. Yeah. But if you were to give, for someone that is just getting started, just 3 tips, right? 3 tips that you would encourage for someone that like, you're still getting started yourself, right? Yeah,
exactly.
He's still starting his journey when it comes down to, you obviously don't want to invest probably like for the rest. It's not that for the rest of your life, but like for your main source of income, right? Yeah. You love modeling, and then you also love you have a really business, your passion for fitness. So what is it? So we'll answer that at the very end. Like, what is it that you find so attractive about trading? Mm-hmm. But for 3 tips for someone that is just getting started, and what has assisted and helped you, what are 3 tips that you would have for someone?
Take your time. Don't feel like you need a rush. Don't feel like you're missing out on something, because there's always going to be more opportunities, even if it's not that specific day. So don't feel like you need to get in on something. That was my biggest thing when I used to try to do it, is I used to try to hop in because everyone else was doing it. I just got absolutely destroyed. So that.
Can you give them an example of like
momentum, like when you like.
For
just like
momentum trading.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'd be like, oh, it's going up really, really fast right now. I'm gonna hop in, and I would just no, I didn't have any
understanding. Just going in because
no understanding. Yeah, so I realized taking my time, not feeling like I'm missing out on something is like really, really important. So like just make sure you're not hopping in just because you feel like you need to. Mm-hmm. So taking your time. The second thing is stick to the plan. And like what you were talking about the other day about why you have your active trader to the side. Yeah. Because you don't like seeing the amount of money that you're making. Up. Exactly.
I don't think that's something that I've shared on YouTube. I think that's just something that I share for those that are part of Learn Plan Profit.
Yeah, you mentioned that in one of your live streams.
So what he's saying is that when I trade, I try to not focus on the dollar value that I'm up or down. I focus on the pattern, because I feel like a lot of times I've tried to hit a certain dollar goal.
I think you're at like 92 for that example, and you're like, I would try to hit 100 if I left it open because it's so close, but you're like...
And it has no relevance to the actual pattern. Exactly. So if you focus solely on